So this is the 2015 Leave Insert Ordinary Level Paper 2, and we're looking at question number 3. Part A says, draw the circle C, which is x squared plus y squared is equal to 25. Show your scales on both axes. Okay, well, if the circle is x squared plus y squared is equal to 25, we do have the formula for the equation of a circle in our tables book. So that would be this equation here. So we can see here that we just have x squared plus y squared. If you ever have just x squared plus y squared on the left for the equation of a circle, that means the center is 0, 0. So x squared plus y squared means that the center is 0, 0. In other words, the center HK. You can see here center, if the center is HK, if H is 0 and K is 0, over here you get x minus 0 squared, which is x squared, plus y minus 0 squared, which is just y squared, and that's equal to r squared. So we can see here that the number on the right, 25, is going to be equal to the r squared on the left. So if r squared is 25, r stands for the radius, well, the radius would be the square root of 25, which is 5. So we're going to have a circle with center 0, 0 and radius 5, the square root of 25. So we're just going to construct that circle here. So if it's a radius, this is the center 0, 0 here, the origin. And we can put our units in here. It does say show your scale on both axes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we're going up 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, and then down the y-axis, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, and down to minus 5, and on down to minus 6. So if you, then you need to just draw the circle. So you get your compass out, place the point of the compass at the center, the origin, and stretch your compass legs out to a distance of 5, and then just swing your circle around. So you have a circle of radius 5 drawn with its center at 0, 0. That's part A. Part B says verify using algebra that A, the point A, minus 4, 3, is on C, so is on the circle. So the equation of the circle is x squared plus y squared equals 25. And if you're asked to verify that a point is on a circle or on a line or on a parabola or on anything, you substitute these values in for the x and y. So the minus 4 will be our x value and the 3 will be our y value. So we're going to sub this minus 4 in here, and we're going to sub the 3 value in here. So when you're substituting values in, always protect them with brackets. So it'll be minus 4 squared plus the value 3 squared, and we're seeing does that give us the right hand side, which is 25. So minus 4 all squared, that will give us 16, plus the 3 squared, which is 9, and we're seeing is that 25? Well, 16 plus 9 on the left side, that is 25. So we finish with 25 is equal to 25. Which proves that the point is on the line. So finally, part C says find the equation of the circle with center minus 4, 3 that passes through the point 3, 4. So if we're looking for the equation of a circle, Again, that's going to be our equation that we worked with earlier, which is here again. So we can see here that the center, the equation that we use is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So we have to identify h, k and r. h, k is the center and r is the radius. So straight away we can see that we have our h value is just going to go in there, and our k value, 3, is going to go in here. So we know those straight away because this is our center, so that's going to be h comma k. And then we need the radius. Now it does tell us that the circle has a center here and passes through this point. So the radius will be the distance from the center to the point that it passes through. So the distance between these 2 points will be our radius. And the distance between 2 points, there's a formula for that. Also in your tables book, the distance formula, which is this formula here. So the distance formula, if we label these points here, the distance formula, we can call this point x1, y1, and this point here x2, y2, and we're going to just plug those values into this formula here to find the distance. So that distance, that's going to be our radius in this case. So in other words, that r value is going to be the value of that. So we can get to work. We've got x minus h, which is x minus -4. That's all going to be squared. Plus we have y minus our k value, which is 3. That's going to be all squared, and that's going to be equal to the radius squared. So let's figure out the radius over here. So the distance formula, the radius, is going to be equal to the square root of x2, which is 3, minus x1. So 3 minus x1 is -4. That's all squared. Plus the value of y2, which is 4, minus y1. So minus our y1 value, which is 3. And that's going to be squared. So you can put all of this here into the calculator. And that gives us a value of root 50. You can just leave it in surd form, don't put it into a decimal or anything. So the radius is root 50. So that's going to be over here, that's going to be root 50 for the radius. But remember that root 50 is squared. So when we tidy this up a little bit now, we've x minus -4, well, that's just x plus 4, minus and a minus beside each other like that becomes plus. So x plus 4 all squared, plus y minus 3 all squared is equal to root 50 squared is just 50. If you do that bit on your calculator. So that's the equation of the circle, and that's the end of question 3.